Desmopol is a high-performance liquid waterproofing system for flat roof, balconies, terraces, swimming pools, and many other surfaces liable to be in contact with water. Using it is very simple. First of all, open Desmopol drum by pulling the tabs with a nipper and stir thoroughly before adding the accelerator. Desmo Plus accelerator comes in pre-measured tins of 2 litres for the 25 kg Desmopol drums and 500 millilitres for the 6 kg tins. If you are not going to use the full tin, make sure you mix the correct ratio: 110 millilitres per litre of Desmopol. Mix the accelerator fully into the Desmopol on a low-speed mixer, and after a couple of minutes, the accelerator will be completely blended with Desmopol. Now you have 20 to 25 minutes pot life. Apply the accelerated Desmopol to the surface. Then dry roll Tecnoband into the membrane until it is drawn through, and spread another coat of the product, ensuring the matting is fully embedded. After a couple of minutes, the matting softens considerably and can be rolled tight into any detail to achieve a neat professional finish. Repeat this process on all relevant areas, considering that joints must be lapped 50 mm each side and on any change of material, and trims should also be lapped 50 mm on the board and 50 mm on the trim, covering the fixing. Outlets and other detail work must be treated in the same way, by using matting embedded in a coat of Desmopol as previous. 100 mm matting is also used in the same way around the outlet for extra support. Once the joint areas are fully dry, accelerated Desmopol can be applied to the main surface in 1 or more layers using a 9-inch solvent-resistant roller. If applying in more than 1 layer, each layer must be fully cured before applying the next. As it's naturally self-leveling, it does not need to be overworked. This provides more control over the thickness, which needs to be a minimum of 1.4 mm thick or a coverage rate of 1.5 to 2 kg per square meter. Accelerated Desmopol will be touch dry in approximately 40 to 50 minutes and ready for top coat in a couple of hours. If the surface you want to cover is pitched or even vertical, you can mix Desmotix and Desmopol to take the self-leveling element out of the product and avoid runs or drops. Desmotix is available in 1 litre tins, and usually 250 millilitres of Desmotix per 25 kg drum is enough to reach the desired consistency. Desmotix also allows Desmopol to be applied in box gutters, with matting in a wet-on-wet system. Accelerator can still be used with Desmotix. You just have to add this first to Desmopol before adding the Desmotix. Once again, this speeds up the drying process considerably and only gives around 25 minutes of pot life. The use of Tecnotop 2C top coat is recommended for trafficable areas or to increase UV stability and the guarantee by 5 years. It must be applied no later than 48 hours onto the fully cured Desmopol. To simplify its use, Tecnotop 2C is pre-measured in 1 NO 4.3 litre tin Part A and 1 NO 0.7 litre tin Part B. Both tins can be mixed together fully and applied at a coverage rate of 150 grams per square meter will cover around 25 square meters. If you need to apply a smaller amount, the mixing ratio is 6 Part A to 1 Part B. For car parks and high traffic areas, 2 layers of Tecnotop 2C must be applied. Once applied to the Desmopol, it will dry in approximately 1 to 2 hours, depending on the weather, and the pot life of the mixed product is approximately 6 hours. For balconies and walkways, anti-skid finishes can be applied to the Tecnotop 2C. Depending on the desired level of anti-skid required, silica sand or mineral clippings can be added to the Tecnotop 2C while still wet, allowing the top coat to dry before sweeping the loose chippings off. The masking tape must be removed immediately after the anti-skid has been applied. For an encapsulated finer anti-skid, you can add Technoplastic to the mixed Tecnotop 2C at a 10 to 15% ratio. Even this plastic bead does not sink to the bottom of the mixed tin. When applying the top coat with a roller, it leaves a finer anti-skid encapsulated in the Tecnotop 2C that is ideal for balcony areas where people will be walking barefoot.